Linked learning is certainly a well-engineered design, but to make it really work, you need to transform the culture of the school, and that means how people think about learning and how people relate to one another around teaching and learning. It also means that traditional paper and pencil testing is not likely to capture the depth and breadth of learning that students are acquiring.
Welcome to the very first CTA Senior Gala or Gala? I call it Gala. What do you guys call it? Either way, so welcome to the Gala. Seniors in San Diego Unified School District, they have, in order to graduate, one of the requirements is that they have to do a senior portfolio and an exhibition. And so last year we started talking about how can we make it more relevant and make it, more of what we're all about, project-based. And so the students came up with the idea that instead of doing the panel exhibition, if they could do something different. And we presented the idea of the gala.
The project name was Give Back to CTA. And what I wanted to give back to CTA was a new gymnasium.
We invite industry partners to come in and be judges, and we invite community members and parents. And then the seniors have to present to a real audience, and they present their project by, having a PowerPoint presentation, 3D models. They basically present the skills that they have learned throughout the 4 years here at CTA.
I'm here tonight for my senior exhibition to present my dream house.
The card showcase happens every January, and it is an opportunity for our students to show off what they have learned in the first semester. It puts a spotlight on them because we invite the community to come to the showcase.
And when we were doing the research for our experiment, we happened to come across a particular toothpaste called Breeze Care. This is a special toothpaste which is used in treating halitosis, which is a severe case of bad breath.
When you invite people from the community to come in and see what students are learning, you up the ante for the students, you raise the bar.
It's called the ultrasonic sensor, and if you can see here, it has 2 ports.
If you build a culture around education is valuable, and other people are going to come in here and listen to you, then it's a whole new outlook on what's going on.
Prototype. It's 2 pairs of pants sewn together. One was flipped inside out, and then they were sewn at the seams on the inside of the legs and right there, so that way when you flip it inside out, both sides are on the outside.
That's your handiwork. Yeah.
We invite all of the educational leaders in our community, and many of them come. We invite leaders in industry. Many of them come. Some come as judges. Some just come. Parents, brothers and sisters, neighbors, aunts, uncles. I mean, there are groups of like 15 people who come in.
And a lot of dentists use this kind of material to make molds of your teeth and everything, so that way they can do or see what they need to do.
And students are doing many different kinds of things, and much of it is designed to be participatory, so that the students can come up with an experiment or a project that a visitor could participate in and also experience the discovery learning that the student has already experienced.
Now there's a good print.
There's a good print. It's stuck right to the bottom of the shoes. In order to prepare the audience and the panel members to be part of the exhibition, we use rubrics to score the presentations. So it is important that then we meet with the panel members ahead of time. So when they sign up to be a panel member, we invite them to come in at least half an hour prior to the exhibition, and then we go over the rubric.
Everybody should have sample questions in their folders. Please read through those to yourself so you have an idea of some questions that you could possibly ask these students when they're done with their presentation.
Are you planning on taking the skills that you learned from the drafting program and the modeling into something you're going to do in the future as post high school?
Yes, in the future I plan to be an architect, so this skill was really useful for me because Revit is already a skill that most architects nowadays have to learn in order to use in their everyday work. So I felt like I've gotten a head step in my career.
The reflection component has been part of everything that the students have to do at CTA. Every time that there is a major project and there's a culmination of an activity, we ask the students to reflect.
Doing this project has shown me a lot. Like, it shows what I can do, that I can actually make something as good as this. Like, people do this for a living, it's their job. And I never expected that I would ever learn how to do something like that as well as this.
It's a way for us to listen to what they have to say, and it's also a way for them to really formalize and complete the task. So it's like, well, I was required to do this, so how did I do myself? And we ask them to reflect also on us. And many of the teachers are using surveys, and they're using, those reflections to kind of inform their practice. So it is part of what we do. We are required to do the same thing. And I think that part of any professional life is to do that kind of, ongoing reflection. Is the way that you grow.
Transitioning from a freshman into a senior has helped me realize that I need to pay attention to those little details, because it could be small print on the contract or my business application. Like, it could be anything, and I need to pay attention to those small details.
Do you feel now that you have worked together that you could go out and work in a business somewhere and be able to work together positively with other people to have as positive an outcome as you had here?
I think definitely. I mean, there were some bickering between us, of course. We're all 4 different girls, but we definitely learned how to work with each other, and I think we all feel pretty much comfortable that we could go out and actually do this with other people who are even more diverse than we are.
You just have to have patience and be really understanding and to be able to work with people very well.
It's another thing.
And be able to communicate is another big thing.